So firstly you'll need to preheat your oven, gas 6 or electric 200, and then you need to get your wedges done. So lightly grease a baking tray and then cut your potato into even sized wedges. Now you must do this lengthways. If you've got a really large potato, you might get 12 wedges. If you've got a smaller potato, you'll probably only get 8 wedges. Once they're cut, pop them into a bowl and add a tablespoon of oil, a teaspoon of dried oregano or any other dried herb that you like, and some salt and pepper. Give this a really good stir so that all the wedges are coated, and then pop them on the baking tray. Spread them out so they're not in a pile and whack them into the oven for 30 minutes. Then we're going to just really chop a very tiny amount of onion for the burgers. It's 1/4 to 1/8 of a small onion. Add that to your minced beef and season your minced beef with the added breadcrumbs. This is going to help keep moisture in your burger, and also some salt and pepper for flavour. And you really need to mix this really well. What we're not doing is coating the meat in the breadcrumbs. We are mushing the breadcrumbs and the flavours into the meat. Then separate the meat into 2 even-sized pieces and squash it into a chef's ring or a burger press. If you don't have this, you can just shape the burgers by hand, but you will get a better shape if you use a mould. Now the preheated pan, it must be preheated to medium hot, and then place the burgers in. Do this carefully so you don't burn yourself, and then you've got to wait until the burgers cook halfway up. We don't want to flip the burgers too early, and we don't want to press them down with a spatula because that will squeeze any flavourful juices out of them. So what we want to do is make sure that they're thoroughly cooked on both sides, and then we're going to use a temperature probe to check. What we want is to see a core temperature of over 75 for each burger. Then we'll need to slice up the buns and make sure that we've dressed them with whatever salad and sauces you want on there. That's obviously personal choice. And then you're going to add your cooked buns and cheese if you're using it onto it. Now the wedges, you must check them. They have to be crispy on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside. The extension task for this recipe is to make a slaw. So what we're aiming to do is to really finely shred up some cabbage, and also finely shred up some white onion. Then we've got a carrot to grate, and then we need to dress our vegetables. We're going to use some yogurt, but you could equally use mayonnaise, 1/4 teaspoon of mustard, and then some salt, pepper and fresh herbs to season. If you like